now. Let's go back to the mid 90s and those early days of working together. And you're right, we met, I think when I came on the Monsanto, it was about 93. And it was kind of the Wild West back then, as you know, when it came to testing and with all the new hurricane codes because of Andrew. And I mean, it was something else. And we got to know each other pretty well in those early days, just with all the work and promotions that we were doing together. But what I want to ask you is, what did that experience teach you about the role of trust in bringing new products to market, particularly in that time frame?
I mean, in that time frame and even today, Shawn, the thing we sell is trust. Our clients are coming to us with a need, right? And the need is generally, I make something and I need to be able to demonstrate that it meets what the building code requires it to meet, and that it can be used reliably by their customers who are the owners and operators of all the structures we live and work in. And they're counting on us to do our job right, because once the product is in, the paint is in and the furniture is in and people have moved in, if the product doesn't perform, it's very costly to try to mitigate that. And so the thing I always, and I think it's sort of been my brand in this industry to this day, Shawn, is I use this statement very often. And here's what I tell them. You're paying me to give you reliable advice. You might not like the advice I'm giving you, but I'm going to give you what you need to make an informed decision with. And sometimes that advice is, you don't need us. This need that you think you have, there's no code requirement for that need. And you'd be better off spending your dollars here, here, and here, and you'll still get access to the market you're trying to get to, right? And that often takes clients aback, because I think people assume that, when you call somebody up, right? Imagine, Shawn, you go to a car dealership and you're trying to buy a car, and the sales guy asks you, what are you trying to do with the car? And you say, well, I got a wife, I got kids, I like to go to the beach, I want to put a bunch of stuff in this car, we like to camp, I want to be able to travel with it. And then you look at him and you go, hey, that's all great, I'm glad you want to do all that, but a two-seater Ferrari isn't going to get that job done for you. You need to probably go down the road to the Toyota dealership and get a Sequoia. You see what I'm saying? And so
absolutely,
I've been known to do that. And the reason I do that, Shawn, is because the way I look at it, every customer that's willing to put their product in our hands, we're playing for the life of the product. I'm not playing for the quick win. I'm playing for what you and I have, which is we grew old together because I gave you good, reliable advice along the way that allowed you to accomplish what your goals were, whether it was at Monsanto or Oldcastle or, all the other stops you've had in your journey. And so, yeah, in our line of work, Shawn, I mean, trust is what we sell. The moment you lose trust, there's nothing left to sell. Nothing.